Shalom, Israel. First, giving all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. All praises due. Peace and salutations to the royal house of David. This is what it's all about. I know some of y'all out there are cooking and eating, and we doing the same thing over here. If you having any reservations, I just want you to know that it is okay. All right. Scripture says in Romans chapter 14 that some men esteem one day above the next and some men esteem one day all alike. We choose with a conscious choice to make this Yahushua day. And we do this in remembrance, all right, of our son and brother who died for Israel to reunite the northern and southern kingdom. And this is the symbol, all right, that we hold dear and will always hold dear throughout all eternity, all right? So anybody saying that we're worshiping Thanksgiving or we're uplifting the murder of Native Americans, that's a damn lie. We're not upholding any of that. We're changing the meaning of this day because we are beginning now to destroy the idols out of the land. We have no respect or no love for any fucking Thanksgiving. This is Yahweh Day. And every day that we celebrate, we're going to do this in remembrance of him. All right? So, we might as well show you the spread. All right? And if y'all like, you can send me what y'all cooking. We're going to show y'all what we getting ready to eat on. All right? Shalom. What we got here? We got some roast. What is that?
That's turkey.
Turkey. All right, that's the turkey. All right. All right. We got yellow corn with bacon, pepper bacon at that, and black pepper. All right. We got fried cabbage. We got yellow corn with bacon, pepper bacon at that, and black pepper. All right. We got fried cabbage. We got dirty rice. And over there we got cornbread dressing. Coming on around. What's this right here?
That is the pork roast.
This is cut up pork roast.
That's the beef roast.
Cut up beef roast.
I just lost the
And this is my world famous. Look at that ham right there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that there? Do y'all see that there? All right. That ham. That ham was marinated in Coca-Cola for about 2 straight days.
Okay.
Got my own private glaze on there. All right. The mac and cheese. You wait, will that deepen up? The mac and cheese. My voice don't go no deeper. All right. We got that good mac and cheese going. So we are now going to, what else? You got something else?
Some gravy. What I have to.
Well, what is it without gravy? Look at that there. Huh? Y'all see how brown that is? Now, we know you want to. Go ahead and show them.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom, Mr. Chef.
To the family.
Peace and blessings. All praises.
Oh, you want to show the pies?
Oh, well, yeah. Ain't we modest? Check them out. Just want to show the pie, too. Look at that.
Potato cheesecake
Sweet
pie.
potato cheesecake pie. What else we got? We got parfaits. We got parfaits. We got parfaits. We got banana. What is that? Banana, strawberry, blueberry, pineapple. What is it?
Banana pudding parfait.
Banana pudding parfait. All right. And what else? What else we got?
We have a carrot cake that's in here and a fruit pie.
Carrot cake, yeah. And a little nice hard lemonade to wash it down. How about that? How about that? And what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You just gotta touch something.
Oh, don't forget about the same Yahweh.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nadab, come on over here. Salat. Now, Nadab. No. I want you to come. That just ain't your name no more. Yeah. Now, Nadab, this is what he got to drink with 2 hands, monkey style. See there? Yeah. He's going to guard this all night. See? Y'all see that? That's what's called Yahweh Shai Sangria. All right? So, yes, sir. That's about it for today. These are all of everybody who came out to celebrate with us today. All right, shalom. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. right now, I mean, this little 6-minute video is a big deal. And these Pharisees are being just, they losing sleep over this, man. Over a piece of meat. And they're going through every scripture known to man to try to substantiate their cause. And nothing's worked. All right? Because it can't. If you, what y'all are missing is, all right? What y'all Pharisees are missing is Yahushua didn't keep the law of Moses, man. Now, I know you're going to say that's heresy too. Well, I'm going to make you lose some more sleep. All throughout the Gospels, he called it your law. Isn't it written in your law? Did he not? When did he say our law? He never said that. Because Yahushua didn't keep the law of Moses.
Shalom, Barakatah. This is High Priest Kahalal Love the Law, also known as Kalvon Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashem. Understand that? All right? Now, the title of today's video lesson is Christianlite Rebellion, Part 3, The Abomination Eaters. Yeah, man. You got Pastor Porkchop going off, man. You see Porkchop Ock in that video? Yeah, Porkchop Ock is going off, man. Look. This is Torah law. It is still well and alive today. It is not done away with. Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. You see, now, Pastor Porkchop Ock, KD, the Christianlite, right? He's more so of an honest Christian. Okay? He can read the New Testament and see that it's lawlessness. He can read the New Testament and see that JC brought lawlessness. He brought the law of liberty. Right? The spirit of lawlessness. So when you read the New Testament, it's going to have you in idolatry for sure. And it's going to have you committing some other abominations, like eating pork. It got you believing that all meats are clean unto you. Right? Here, in Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 8, and the swine. That's the pork, that's pig, and the swine. Because it divideth the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. It is unclean unto you. There you go. Now, Porkchop Ock, being an honest Christian, He's deceived by the New Testament writings. He honestly believes that the Most High God went through all of this trouble to free the Israelites out of captivity, killed all of these people, firstborn in Egypt, and so on. All of these Israelites dying in the wilderness for breaking this Torah law. All of these people dying to bring forth this Torah law, just to abolish it in the future. And all of these people died by this law, died for not keeping the Sabbath, died for eating unclean foods. But yet, the Most High God is going to kill all of these people for no reason. Because in the future, he done away with it by killing his own son. That is completely ridiculous. But this is what these Christians believe. Then you got the One West Christians, the dishonest Christians. And they attempt to make the so-called Old Testament flow with the so-called New Testament. And that's completely ridiculous. That is idiotic. That is ludicrous. Because they are completely contrary. They are opposites, even by title. They are opposites in every way. How can opposites that are in odds with each other flow with each other? Right? Two completely different testaments, named completely opposite from each other, but these dumb One West Christianlites are trying to make it flow with each other. And they are sounding ridiculous and sounding like liars, because they are liars. They are just making themselves look crazy. Y'all are embarrassing yourselves. Y'all are humiliating yourselves by trying to make the Old Testament flow with the New Testament. If they were just one book, it wouldn't be an Old Testament and a New Testament. It'd just be a testament. But as we have it, there's an Old Testament and there's a New Testament. Why are you going by the Old Testament when there's a New Testament? If you say you believe in the Holy Bible, the New Testament tells you that the Old Testament is done away with. It's abolished. It tells you, it literally tells you. But yet, you're a dumb, dishonest One West Christianlite, and you're trying to make the so-called Old Testament Hebrew writings flow with the so-called New Testament Greek writings. Right? You're so dumb, you can't even see the trap. You can't even see the setup. The Greek language belongs to the arch enemies of the Israelites. It belongs to the Edomites. Understand that. So, out with the old, in with the new. Whatever is old is irrelevant to what is new. Everybody knows that. How do you say you believe in the New Testament, but you're still trying to go by the Old Testament. It doesn't make any sense. The old is the conquered, and the new is the conqueror. The Most High God showed me that at a young age. I'm 12 or 13 years old in East Oakland, California, in my hood that I grew up in. And I'm sitting in my mom's car looking across the street at the School Street Trap House being raided. And all of these brothers walking out of the trap house in handcuffs, right? And they completely swept the block, took everybody that was hanging out in front of School Market, everything. Everybody was arrested. It was a sweep. The next day, it was a ghost town on School Street. Nobody was out there. Whoever did not get caught up in the sweep wouldn't dare be out there the next day. Right? It was completely deserted. Desolate. Right? A few days later, just a few days later, you got these dudes from North Oakland coming to East Oakland on School Street, popping champagne bottles, saying, "This is the new School Street." Me and my cousin looking at them, me and my little cousin looking at them like, what? Did these dudes call the police? Are they the one that dropped the dime on the block? Because here these suburban North Oakland guys, right? Because like North Oakland is pretty much a suburb to West Oakland and East Oakland, right? I used to love to go out there to my mom's friend's house and spend a night at my mom's friend's house because we didn't have to hear no gunshots or a lot of police sirens or anything like that, right? But, you got these soft dudes coming saying this is a new School Street. This is new School Street. Right? That did not last long. Right? But the Most High God was showing me, man, early on in life, man, that the new is the conqueror. And if something is deemed old, it's the conquered. Right? Like if I start saying, this is a new America. Whoever do not want me to be president over them, bring here so I can slay them. Whoever don't want me to be president, slay them in my presence so I can see it. This is a new America with a new constitution. I know you heard freedom of religion, but I say unto you, anyone that serve any other God except for Yahweh only will be put to death. This is a new America. Now, what will make your dumbass think that new America has any affiliation or association with old America? In the same instant, why would you think that the New Testament is affiliated with the Old Testament when the writers of the New Testament deemed the Old Testament old in the first place? Right? They deemed the Hebrew scriptures Old Testament, man. Like, right? That is so dumb, man. These Christianlites is so dumb. But KD, Pork Chop Ock, Pastor Pork Chop, in the video, he's an honest Christianlite, because he can read this and understand it. Because, like Paul says, he used great plainness of speech. He's not trying to twist it. He's just reading it for what it is. He's believing what he reads. He's not reading what he believes, like the One West Christians. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 10, verse 25. Corinthians chapter 10, verse 25, in the book of witchcraft, the New Testament, whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that's the meat markets, that eat, asking no question for conscience sake. So you know how you go to the meat market. I just went to the meat market, man. I was just at the meat market, right? And you'd be like, especially me, because, you know, my meat market is a Mexican meat market and everything is written in Spanish. So I'm like, what is that? Is that beef? Right? So you have to ask, because beef and pork look the same when it's not cooked. Right? So you up here getting some meat and you don't know what it is because of Paul. Whatsoever is sold in the meat market, that eat, asking no question for conscience sake. So just go in there and just pick whatever meat is laid out. For the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. If any of them that believeth not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience sake. Which means if you're eating pork and you don't know it, it's not going to bother you because you don't know what you're eating. So just eat it. Don't ask what you're eating so it don't mess with your conscience once you know that you are eating something unclean. Right? This is wicked. This is lawlessness. Look, if any of them that believe not, that's a non-believer. Of course, a non-believer is going to have unclean food at his table. If any of them that believe not bid you to a feast, and ye be disposed to go, whatsoever is set before you, eat, asking no question for conscience sake. Like, right? Like, man, is that pulled pork or pulled beef, man? You can't ask that. Is that pork chop or a lamb chop? You can't ask that. Is that a pork steak or a beef steak? You can't ask that. Asking no question for conscience sake. And oh, wicked false apostle Paul, huh? But do you know where he get this from? He says he's following JC. He's following JC, the fictional character of Rome, the invisible idol, the new replacement God. He says the same thing. Let's go get it. Luke chapter 10, and we're going to start at verse 5. And in whatsoever house you enter, first say, peace be to this house. And if the Son of Peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it. If not, it shall turn to you again. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such thing as they give. For the laborer is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give. And in whatsoever city ye enter, and they receive you, eat such things as are set before you. There you go. So eat whatever is set before you at the table of these non-believers, at the table of these heathens, right? That's where they're going, right? Is that where they're going? To go and get the Israelites that's living like heathens. So what will be on these heathens' table is unclean meat. But that don't matter to JC, because JC declared all foods, all meat clean. Right? Now let's go and get that. Let's go and get that, man. Let's go and get that for sure, man. You know, I think the best way to get that is to get that on Bible Hub, so we can see all the other translations and what they say. Let's see what the other translations say in Mark 7. Let's go to Bible Hub. Okay, here we are at Bible Hub in Mark 7, verse 14, in the New International Version. And again, JC called the crowd to him and said, listen to me, everyone, and understand this. In the New Living Translation, then JC called to the crowd to come and hear. All of you listen, he said, and try to understand. All right, now let's go to the KJV and see, does it really say something completely different? And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand. So it's saying the same thing, just in a different way of saying it. We see that. The translations are saying the same things, just in a different way of saying it. So we're reading the New Living Translation, verse 15. It's not what goes into your body that defiles you. You are defiled by what goes from your heart. And the KJV says, there is nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. Okay, so key word. Nothing. Nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him. All right. Verse 16. And Oh. The other translations don't have verse 16. That's interesting. In the King James Bible, if any man have ears to hear, let him hear. Okay. Verse 17, New Living Translation. Then JC went into a house to get away from the crowd, and his disciples asked him what he meant by the parable he had just used. Verse 18. Don't you understand neither? He asks. Can't you see that the food you put into your body cannot defile you? What do it say in the KJV? That was the New Living Translation. This is the KJV. And he said unto them, are ye so without understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without enter into a man, it cannot defile him? Keyword, whatsoever. Whatsoever thing, keywords. Whatsoever thing. All right. Verse 19 in the New Living Translation. Food doesn't go into your heart, but only passes through the stomach and then goes into the sewer. By saying this, he declared that every kind of food is acceptable in God's eyes. And the New International Version says, in saying this, JC declared all foods clean. Look, all the translations are saying, by him saying this, he declared all foods clean. Right? In the KJV, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the drought, purging all meats. The New King James Version, it says, purifying all meats. Okay. What do it say in the Septuagint? Let's get the Brenton Septuagint. Oh, no? I don't see it. I don't see the Brenton. Okay. Oh, well. We moving along. Yeah, we getting it on, man. Yeah, man. Did y'all know that an album or a mixtape is like 45 minutes to an hour long? An album or a mixtape with like 14, 17 songs. It's 45 minutes to an hour long. And these video lessons be 45 minutes to an hour long. Full of knowledge. Jam-packed with wisdom, knowledge, understanding, rebuke, correction, reproof. Edifying, edification, exalting the Most High God Yahweh, praises to the Most High God Yahweh alone, education of Torah, yeah, a positive message promoting righteousness. Yeah, these video lessons be like mixtapes, man. That's right. These false prophets that be gangster rappers, trap rappers, or whatever it may be. You know, they're doing their work on the left-hand side. But we're over here at YOZ in righteousness, doing the work on the right-hand side. And we are going to be rewarded greatly when this test is all over. These so-called gangster rappers, these rappers, they are going to be punished severely when the test is over for promoting wickedness and promoting confusion. Yeah. We right here in 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Ooh, wait. And that's the same thing that you see in these days. The same thing that was going on in the Maccabees era is the same thing that is going on in these days, in the latter days. Wicked men of Israel, wicked Israelites, are persuading many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Yeah. These Christianlites think that the scriptures is sorrow without J.C. Idleshai. They believe that the Torah Tanakh is sorrow and that the law is not worth keeping and that the law is not complete without Idleshai. And they are persuading many to believe this. Wicked men are going out of Israel, persuading many that their salvation is through an idol. Wicked men is doing this. Right? Yeah, that's what it is. That's what the scriptures tells us in Isaiah 2, right? That the Israelites will see the other nations in their sin thriving. Right? Like look at these Greeks over here. Look at these Romans over here. They got all of this gold. They have all of these great pleasure orgies. And they don't keep no commandments of the Most High God. And they're doing just fine. And they're having the time of their lives. And if you want to sin, if you are some type of sin curious, right? You always wanted to sin, and here's your opportunity. Because you always been fighting off homosexuality. But here's your freedom to let your inner pervert out. You just go over to the Greeks and be a Greek and shake your ass. Right? And a lot of men did that. They decided that they would rather be Greeks than to be Israelites. Even though they are Israelites by blood, they had an opportunity to switch up and to live lawless, to forsake the Most High God, and they did it. That's what these nations come with. That's what the Edomites come with. They bait you with that. They tempt you with that. Freedom. Freedom. Just like America this day. Freedom. They are selling you the illusion of freedom. Right? And that's the big test now that's going on in the land. Who, if they had the freedom to walk away from the Torah, who would? Right? That's what we're seeing today. If you had the freedom to be a faggot, would you? Well, America offers you the freedom. If you had the freedom to serve another God and you don't have to worry about the theocracy of Israel putting you to death, would you do it? America, the Edomites, the Greeks, they give you that option. They give you that wicked freedom to destroy yourself. Right? And all of your concupiscence, all of your filthy sexual desires, right? You can be with a horse. You can be with an animal in America. Bestiality is legal in some states in America. Look it up. Yeah. Freedom. Oh. You got another Israelite. And he's thinking, I always wanted to know what it felt like to have sex with another man's wife. Right? That has always been a fantasy of mine. You have some wicked Israelites that are thinking like this in these days of the Greeks and in these days of the Americans. Right? And hey, there's no criminal offense here in America for adultery. So you can have sex with another man's wife and you will not be put to death by the judges, by the courts. Right? You wouldn't even have to pay a fine. Nothing. It's completely legal. It's legal to kill yourself spiritually in all of Esau's territories, in all of his nations. Understand that. So this device pleased them well for them to go and live like heathens. They love living like heathens. Look at the 2/3 Israelites. Look at our family members. They love living like heathens. We tell them about the law, statutes, and commandments every day. You would think if you tell someone, hey, you're God's chosen people, you're an Israelite, you would think that they will want to shape up because this is life-changing information. You are an Israelite? Man, I wish somebody would have told me that earlier on in life. Yeah, I wish one of my big homies, one of my big partners, right? I wish they would have told me, hey, bro, we the Israelites. I had one of my big homie telling this, Salakia, I had one of my big homie telling us that we were Muslims. The hell? Like, right? So, this is life-changing information, man. And if you ain't changing, it's because you're choosing to live like the heathen. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. So they got license, right? license to do after the heathens. Right? Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Yeah, that's right, man. And made themselves uncircumcised. Right? Like the New Testament says. If you are circumcised, Christ will benefit you nothing. Circumcision is nothing. Right? And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. Exactly. Out with the old, in with the new. Whoever believes and follows the New Testament, you have forsook the covenant by default. You forsook it. You agreed that it is Old Testament. Once you believe the New Testament and you believe that there is a New Testament, you are agreeing that there's an Old Testament. And whenever you're saying that something is old to what's new, you're saying that old is irrelevant. Duh. Right? And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. There you go, man. Sold to do mischief. Like eat pork, break the Sabbath, not circumcise your children. Right? Be homosexuals, be bisexuals. You know, just freak off. And you can't do that as the chosen people, man. You can't just freak off. Like, right? And how could we not bring this one out on a video lesson like this? Right? You can't just eat whatever you want to eat. Your belly does not purge all meats. Right? What you eat, yes, it enters your heart. If you're eating pork grease, your heart is pumping pork grease. Understand that. Isaiah 66 verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh. And the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, says Yahweh. Now the mouse represent the man that is eating the swine's flesh, because a mouse is sneaky. Right? You ever heard the saying, as quiet as a church mouse, as quiet as a church mouse? Because a mouse is sneaky. He plays the corners of the walls. He plays the little, right, the little floorboards of the wall. Like, right? Sneaking. So you little sneaking mouse, you're gonna be burnt up, extra crispy, right along with your little pork chop, right along with your bacon, right along with your ham sandwich, right along with your ham that you roasted in Coca-Cola. Yeah. You gonna be roasted in Coca-Cola. Boy, when the Most High God comes back, and find you and anyone else eating that abomination, that pork. Right? But that's the spirit of the New Testament. That's the spirit of the invisible idol. JC, lawlessness. Right? Like my sister's baby daddy, they're not together, but he's a Christianlite. And for my nephew's birthday, right, he wants to make sure that his son gets a gift on his birthday, but his son's birthday fell on the Sabbath. So, he wants to make sure that his son gets a birthday gift on his birthday so bad that he goes and buy a gift on the Sabbath. Right? He's going out to buy a gift on the Sabbath. He's on FaceTime with my sister. I'm in the car with my sister. And he's telling my sister what he's about to do. And I'm like, it's the Sabbath. Wait till sundown. It's just in a few hours. Wait till sundown. And he like, yeah, man, yeah. We believe in that. Yeah, how shy, man. Yeah, man, it's good to do good on the Sabbath. It's all right to do good on the Sabbath. All right. So your son's birthday falls on the Sabbath and you're saying, buying my son a birthday gift is a good thing. So who cares if it's the Sabbath? It's not breaking the Sabbath if I'm doing something good on the Sabbath. You see how anything could be considered a good deed, right, on the Sabbath, right? And that's the same thing with Tahar, Bizarre Tahar from GMS. If you need to break the Sabbath, right, you need to break the Sabbath. If you want to break the Sabbath, he's not going to tell you to wait till sun is down. No, Bizarre Tahar is going to tell you, hey, your ox is in a ditch, man. What can you do? Go do it. Break the Sabbath. Your ox is in a ditch. Like I literally heard Bizarre Tahar say that. He said that to someone. What can you do? Your ox is in a ditch. You got to break the Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? So with the New Testament comes the spirit of lawlessness. And let's go and get that. One Corinthians 6, verse 12. All things are lawful unto me. Now, how is that a Torah keeper saying that all things are lawful unto him? Huh? All things are lawful unto me. This is exactly where the wizard warlock, Aleister Crowley, this is where he gets it from. Thou shalt do what thou wilt. Or thou something, man. Basically saying to do whatever you want should be the whole of the law. And here Paul is saying all things are lawful unto me. But all things are not expedient. All things are lawful, but not all things are beneficial. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Oh, yeah. He's cocky right now. Right now, he's showing who he truly is, an atheist. and just somebody who's writing about a fictional character and knows that this fictional character is just a fictional character. This person is saying, all things are lawful unto me, but not all things are beneficial, expedient. Exactly. Right? So he's saying it's lawful for me to be a homosexual, but that probably won't benefit me. Or like, it's lawful for me to have sex with someone else's wife, but that probably won't benefit me. Right? So it's lawful for me to bow down to a graven image, but that probably wouldn't be beneficial to me. Like, right? It's lawful for me to eat a dog, for me to eat a cat, for me to eat a rat. It is lawful. All things are lawful unto me, but it may not be beneficial. It may not make my stomach feel too good. Like, right? So you see that the New Testament, it invokes the spirit of lawlessness, the spirit of rebellion. Understand that. Now let's go to Zephaniah. We're going to go to 1:5. Zephaniah 1:5. And this describes the one West dishonest Christianlites. Right? You Baha Shemin, joining the invisible God Yahweh with an invisible idol, JC. In them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops, and them that worship and swear by Yahweh, and that swear by Malkla. From the top, Zephaniah 1:5. And them that worship the host of heaven upon the housetops, and them that worship and that swear by Yahweh, and that swear by Malcham. That's an idol. Like Mola. That's an idol. So we see that's what the Christianlites do. They worship and swear by Yahweh and swear by idol Shai. They join the Most High with an idol by saying Yahweh Bahashem idol Shai. So they worship Yahweh and idol Shai, swearing by Yahweh and idol Shai, worshiping Yahweh and worshiping idol Shai. This is for you Baha Shemers. Yeah, Zephaniah chapter 1. And them that are turned back from Yahweh. Yeah, that's the Christianlites. They are rebellious. They rebelled against Yahweh. And those that have not sought Yahweh, nor inquired of him. Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord God. For the day of Yahweh is at hand. For Yahweh has prepared a sacrifice. He has bid his guests. Yeah. And it shall come to pass in that day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. That's right. JC is always depicted in a Roman toga garment. Right? A toga is a distinctive garment of ancient Rome. JC is always depicted, even when he's black, he's always depicted wearing a Roman toga garment. He's always depicted clothed with strange apparel. Right? And it shall come to pass in that, Salakia, and it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Exactly, those are the Christianlites, clothed with strange apparel. Because you have on what JC has on. You follow JC. Spiritually, you are clothed in a Roman toga garment. You are clothed with strange apparel, strange doctrines. In the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. Yeah, those are the Edomites. The Edomites are being punished because they fill our houses with violence. Violence through their mainstream music industry, filling our house with that through the radio waves, right? Also through their Hollywood movies, with all of the violence and deceit in there, also filling the church houses with violence and deceit. Right? Yeah, we are their masters. And they are filling our houses with violence and deceit. Everybody's house has a holy Bible with the New Testament in it. Fills your house with deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, says Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. The Most High God is going to kill you idolaters, all of you Christians and Christianlites that refuse to turn back. All you rebellious children, all of you pork eaters, all of you Baha Shimmers, all of you idol shy worshipers, you are going to be killed. All of you Muslims, you Muslims in the nation of Islam, you are going to be killed by the Most High God Yahweh if you do not repent and serve him only. Howl, ye inhabitants of Martesh. For all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. Yeah. Like by the marketplaces, the Martesh. Right? For all the merchants. Right? By all the ports and all of that, man. All of these people that get rich selling all of these sex slaves and all of that, selling all of these slaves, you know, all of these people that's just getting rich, buying and selling, no matter what it is, man. Right? All of your wickedness is being cast down. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and will punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. Why? Because all judgment is given unto the Son. So they don't think Yahweh will do good or evil. They think it's Idol Shai that's doing everything. And Yahweh said he's going to punish you for that, for believing that. Therefore, their goods shall become a booty. Yeah, your wives will be given unto the 1/3 Israelites, the Yahweh only zealots. Yeah, all of you Christians and Christianlites, all of you Muslims and Muslims in the Nation of Islam, all of you Christians in these churches, all of you Christianlites in these camps, all of y'all wives are going to be given to the Yahweh only zealots, to the Yahweh only saints, to those that serve the Most High God Yahweh only, clear from all idolatry. Y'all are going to die, and y'all wives are going to be given to us. And they are going to be happy without you, because they are going to know that it is the Most High God's will. Yeah, a woman will be completely happy and satisfied and let your ass completely go if God himself tells her, no, this is the man I want you with. This is the man you're supposed to be with. She's going to run over there and bow down to that man and serve that man like she never served you before. Because the Most High God literally told her. Therefore, their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. You are going to become a slave. Yeah, some of you Christians and Christianlites that are Israelites are going to become slaves for 7 years, 7 long years. And you're going to be slaves to other Israelites for 7 years. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Oh man, the mighty man shall cry bitterly. Oh yeah. Dollar General Yohana, he's going to cry. Right? Yeah. All of those mighty men, those tough guys, those bikers in all black over at ISUPK. Yeah, y'all are going to cry bitterly on the day of the Lord when you find out that it's not your idol that's doing all the killing, that it's actually Yahweh alone that's doing all of the slaughtering. Oh yeah, your heart is going to faint. You're going to cry bitterly because you know it's done. And you know that, yeah, man, those Tanakh only Israelites were right. And they told me that I was going to die if I was wrong. And I know I'm going to die. They know they're going to die if they're wrong. They know it. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Understand that, man. Ain't nothing nice in that day. A day of trumpets, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And it will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Yeah, you gonna die, boy. You Christians and Christianlites are gonna die. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. Nothing. Nothing's going to be able to deliver you from Yahweh. Idol Shy ain't. There's no man that can deliver out of his hand. And JC is not a man. He's a fictional character. You're completely done. Unless you repent right now and serve the Most High God Yahweh only, and denounce and renounce the New Testament and its fictional character, invisible idol, JC, Idol Shy. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Good riddance. Understand that. All praises be to the Most High God Yahweh, and Yahweh alone. Serve the Most High God Yahweh, and Yahweh alone. Drop the idol. Drop the idol. And put your hands up and praise the Most High God Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Understand that. Stay stumped down for Yahweh, stand tall in the law. Ababa, fall. Fall, Babylon, fall.